Honey badgers are so tough that even the most venomous snake bite is no match for them, and a fight with a viper is a favorite. They can take on an antelope or even a buffalo. In one recorded case, a honey badger engaged in a fierce fight with a lion and a leopard, earning a Guinness World Record for fearlessness. One of the most dangerous predators in Africa is the leopard. Not only is this wildcat more than 1.5 meters long, not including its nearly meter-long tail, and it weighs more than 60 kilograms, sometimes 90 kilograms, but its ambush hunting skills and innate ferocity make even large ungulates fearful of this predator. Its bravery cannot be praised. First, the cat attacked from ambush, and second, it's just a baby badger, and surprisingly resilient and strong. Although the leopard managed to bring it to the ground, the baby fought desperately for its life and bit back. Unfortunately for the spotted one, there was another honey badger nearby, apparently the parent. It didn't hesitate for a second and launched a frontal attack on the enemy, which was 6 times larger than it. The cat immediately realized that it was in danger of becoming dinner itself. So all it had to do was flee in shame. The secret of the honey badger's success is its incredible survivability and resilience. Its skin is very tough, but its body is also almost immune to venom. So when a badger sees a cobra, it doesn't dance with it like a mongoose. It attacks it head-on. This snake is used to everyone running away from it, but here it tried to escape by retreating. It even flew out of a tree and into a thick bush. But the honey badger caught up with it. The cobra barely had time to spread its neck before its head was caught in the predator's teeth. And even though the cobra had time to bite and inject the enemy with venom, the honey badger has no problem with that. And this mammal is resistant to almost all types of venom. Another snake bites the honey badger several times in the unprotected nose, but to no avail. The honey badger tries to bite off the snake's head, and although the snake realizes the uselessness of its venom and tries to escape, the beast catches up with the reptile and quickly disposes of it. If the honey badger encounters a snake with an even stronger venom, its goal is to bite off its prey's head before the venom takes effect. The venom that would kill an antelope acts as a mild sedative on the badger. A few minutes of sleep and the animal is back on its feet, ready to eat the snake. The honey badger isn't impervious to pain. Here you can see that the scorpion successfully gets its stinger into the badger's nose, which is unprotected by its tough fur. It's a very sensitive area, but even a flash of terrible pain can't cool the honey badger's hunting fervor and aggression. If you think snakes that rely on muscle rather than venom are a threat to the honey badger, they're not. This black and white furry predator can take on a python about 20 feet long. The python wrapped itself around the honey badger and began strangling it, trying to break its bones and damage its internal organs. Apparently, the snake thought the honey badger was trapped. No, it's a python in a trap. It can't escape. The honey badger breaks free of the trap, wounds the snake badly, and then simply drags the still-living reptile back to its burrow to have for lunch. The funniest thing is the behavior of the brave jackals, who obviously knew how the fight would end. Normally, they would never approach the python unless it was going to be lunch for those scary giant snakes. Here they are, trying to take a bite out of the reptile before the honey badger even gets to it. knowing that if the python falls into the honey badger's clutches, there can only be one outcome to the fight. When the honey badger is on the ground, where it has the advantage of maneuverability, even lions cannot handle it. And we are talking about animals that are among the 5 largest and strongest carnivores on the modern planet. Once a pair of honey-eaters fought off a group of lionesses, and such a large group of hunters is a threat even to young elephants. How did the honey badger manage to stay alive after such a fight? The tough hide played a role, of course, but so did desperate bravery. The lionesses had the honey badger in their sights, pawing at it, kicking at it, but were immediately met with such an aggressive response that they had no choice but to retreat. The honey badger immediately launched in a counterattack and began to chase its attackers. The honey badger's jaws are very strong and its teeth are sharp. With luck, it could easily maim a lioness by literally tearing its face off. The combination of excellent defense and extreme aggression allowed the honey badger to dictate the terms of the fight and calmly walk away, leaving the lionesses without dinner. The honey badger's secret weapon is the special properties of its skin, which isn't tightly attached to its muscles, allowing it to twist when grabbed and bite back. This allows it to resist even a male lion, which can be up to 7 feet long, not counting its tail. And in a fight with 1 or 2 females, the honey badger doesn't even try to defend itself, but goes on the attack. Another of the predator's weapons are its incredibly strong jaws, which can even chew through the shell of a turtle, something neither a leopard nor a hyena can do. Incidentally, the hyena is the lion's main rival for power on the African savanna, but the honey badger is indifferent to this rivalry. It isn't afraid of anyone, and although hyenas always attack in packs and can break a zebra's shin with a single bite, the honey badger isn't afraid of them. The fight looks epic. 3 hyenas surround the honey badger, but it resists, doesn't let them immobilize it, stretches it, and then moves away. The hyenas pass over it by inertia, and the badger counterattacks immediately. It's not a bad tactic. As tough as the honey badger is, it got its name for a reason. This beast also has a sweet tooth. It loves to ravage the hives of wild bees. The insects sting it hundreds and even thousands of times, but you remember? Honey badgers are resistant to poison and have the ability to ignore pain. The honey badger eats honey and bee larvae calmly and without haste, even though bee tries desperately to chase them away. The honey badger can even break a tree for a sweet treat if the bees are deep inside the trunk. And if the prey tries to hide in thorny bushes, the badger's tactics won't change. It's a frontal attack, all the way. Despite the thorns and insects, the honey badger hunts crocodiles. This story is amazing. A badger was walking around looking for food and spotted a huge adult crocodile about 4 meters long. The lion and the hyenas didn't want to mess with it, but the badger was the first to fight and attacked the crocodile. It fought back but couldn't hurt the tough beast. The thick and dense scales on the reptile's back are true armor from the wild, so the hunter retreated, but not out of fear. It was probably too lazy to open this protection. If the crocodile is small enough to roll over, the honey badger can easily take it down. It bites the belly and neck, which are softer and therefore more vulnerable. Fearlessness, the ability to roll in its own skin, and imperviousness to venom. What superpower would you like the honey badger to have? Answer in the comments, subscribe, and tell us what you would like to see in future stories.